Good morning, everyone. Wow, that was a good response. Never expected. I thought I'll have to say 2 or 3 times to get a good response from you guys. Well, that means everyone is still awake. Mistake. I was supposed to start in the morning. That's why I rehearsed myself that I should say good morning. But by the time you have seen the Karcher demos, which were very interesting, I think it's already 12 to 13 minutes past 12. So I should repeat it. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome for this seminar and for the presentations that I'm going to make now. As I've already been introduced in the morning session, I'm from Canon Hygiene, India. I say Canon Hygiene India because Canon Hygiene is an international company spread over 40 countries in the world. And Canon Hygiene till recently was popularly known as PCI Environmental Services Limited. Well, it still remains to be a PCI holding. 50% is PCI holding and 50% is Canon International. And the amalgamated company in India operates under the name of Canon Hygiene India Private Limited. So that's the company I represent. Well, what am I going to talk about? All over the world today, and not only all over the world, since morning whatever you have been hearing, the first keynote speaker, the opening session, and Mr. Sawant, who is just joined today in Suzlon, all the 3 people were talking about hygiene, hygiene, and hygiene. So the whole world is talking about hygiene, and they are all talking about environment, pollution, deforestation, ban on plastics, global warming, etc., etc. All these keywords you hear into anyone who's talking to you about being environmental friendly, about pollution or whatever, and of course ending it at hygiene. So this is the macro picture that you really look at. But if we look very closely through a microscope, literally, what do we see on the day-to-day basis? You know, what we see is a widespread infection all over the place. And where is this infection really coming into, especially in workplaces? This infection comes into workplace. You have done everything possible. You have got mats at the door. You have got all central air conditioned, HVAC with HEPA filters and everything. But you are generating multiple organisms, pathogens, bacteria, viruses within your premises. And where are they? They are all in your washroom. And what is this bacteria, or should we call it bad bacteria? What is the bad bacteria? Can you see it? Do you know what is its shape? Do you know how it looks like? Do you know? Yes, sometimes you do know how it smells like. But otherwise, what do you know about this bacteria? And where is it coming from? You know? So, as I tell you that the bacteria is all majorly coming into your workplace through the washrooms. Can it be stopped? Yes, it can be stopped. But prior to stopping, it is spreading all over. And where exactly is it spreading from? You go to the washroom, you open the handle, you push the handle and you go in. You have got bacteria on your hand. Something that someone else has left over there. You go in, you want to pull the flush, you're getting bacteria on your hand. You're pushing the door of the cubicle, ladies or gents who want to use the commodes. Bacteria, bacteria. You're lifting the seat cover, bacteria. Everywhere there is bacteria, microbes, microorganisms, and you are bringing them along with you. You go to the lift, press the lift button, bacteria. You press the hand dryer, bacteria. Soap, bacteria. Computer, bacteria. Phone, bacteria. Everywhere there's bacteria. And all that is being generated from the washrooms, taken all over the place. and you are shifting it around. Then you go to the canteen, you eat with the same hands, it's going into your system. Mind you, it's not only that, even when you are sitting in your own nice air-conditioned cabin, there is bacteria and virus being pumped on your head. The air is sucked in from the washrooms, goes to the HVAC. HVAC takes care of the minutest part of the dust because of the HEPA filters. But what about the bacteria? Can it stop it? No. So it's spreading all over the place. And then what happens? You get your viral infections, you start sneezing, there is some bacteria in your nose, you don't know where you got, where did I get this cold from? I was perfectly all right this morning. What has happened to me? Well, that's where it came from. From your hand, which has carried the bacteria from the washrooms. You get a stomach ache. I haven't eaten anything bad. I haven't eaten anything wrong. Where did I get this stomach ache from? Why have I got a stomach upset? My God, I'm just running. Every 10 minutes I have to run to the toilet and bring some more bacteria in. So that's where all the bacteria is coming from, and that's where it starts affecting you, and you do not know where it has come from, and you're worried about that. Stomach aches, there is that bacteria there, nicely playing, enjoying, and that's where all the bacteria comes from. Infectious diseases are spreading rampantly all over the place, all over the city, all over the country, all over the world. And there are more than one. This is what I'm showing you here is maybe a year back that I might have made this slide. By that time there were 1,100 different kinds of epidemics in this world. By this time, if you go on the website of World Health Organization, you might find many more. So don't please challenge me that, oh, there are not 1,100, there are 1,500. I know tomorrow there might be 1,600. You never know. It's increasing rampantly. New diseases. Now they are saying that there is something else more than the swine flu and all these things. One more new disease is coming from the Middle East. So every day there is a new virus. Every day there is some new disease and something like that happening all over the place. And most of them come out of the workplace. Why? Workplace is one place. Malls is another. Theater is another place. Exhibitions is another place. Not the Clean India, it's going to be clean. But these are the places, because then we are going to give service there, you see. So we are going to make sure that there are no viruses and bacteria and all. Why? Because there are large number of people who come together. Large number of people with different kinds of habits. Some keep themselves clean, some make sure that that they take care of their washing of the hands, sanitizing their hands, etc., etc. But not all. And this is where the bacteria starts spreading. And just imagine what happens at your workplace then. You have a huge amount of absenteeism. Why was the absenteeism more last month? Oh, because 4 of them had diarrhea, 5 of them had a very bad flu, another 3 to 4 had cold and cough and things like that, so they did not come. Who's responsible? You, the employers of these companies. You, the facility managers, because you have not provided proper facilities and not taking care of the hygiene. That's where the diseases are, and that's why the sick leaves are going above the levels. So are you not going to take care of it? And you need to. Because when absenteeism is there, automatically economic losses are there for the organization. So what are you going to do? Are you going to waste a hell of a lot of money in absenteeism, or spend a small amount of money to provide good hygiene and ensure that your employees do not remain absent? Just a little bit of data available on the site, on the websites. You all can also go and have a look at it as to how many deaths world over there have been during the last a year or so. And you can see that Southeast Asia, is showing, Southeast Asia is showing a large number of deaths here, And if you see, what are these? Diarrhea. tuberculosis. These are the main areas where AIDS, of course, is South Africa and all that. We do not have that much, that's one good thing. But there are the main two diseases which are caused via the washrooms. What exactly happens with bacteria? Bacteria is there in various forms. When one goes to the toilet to pass urine or to pass stools, there is bacteria present there, and it needs to be contained. When ladies dispose their sanitary pads in the waste bins, they are throwing a lot of bacteria there. It has to be contained. We have to make sure that they are killed there and that they do not spread over the rest of the workplace. And that's exactly what is our business. And bacteria grows rampantly. It grows almost 10 times every 1 hour. So just imagine 1 lakh bacteria can go to 1,000 lakhs bacteria in 6 hours. How many hours are you there in the workplace? More than 8 hours. 8 hours is old now. You are very lucky if you all are working only for 8 hours. I don't. I'm there for 12 hours. I'm there for 12 hours and sometimes I'm still working for 14 hours and 15 hours, going to some client, entertaining a client maybe, or taking some client out or showing them some sites or whatever. Or in between time is spent on all this, and then so you come back to the office and fill in the data and whatnot. So 12 hours is something which is a very, very normal thing today. And 6 hours the bacteria can grow to 10 lakhs per gram. That is the type of bacteria. And what are the different types of bacteria which are prevalent, especially in sanitary waste? Especially in sanitary waste. There is bacteria grown everywhere, but especially in sanitary waste. I'm going to focus my conversation, my talk a little bit on sanitary waste, and the second part of it is on urinals. So, the different kinds of bacteria which you see in sanitary waste is Staphylococci, Candida albicans. These are the two most common. Candida albicans is actually a fungi. A fungus, a plural of fungus is of course fungi. I'm sure most of you all know it. And what happens here? What really happens with these kind of bacteria? You will see sometimes, suddenly, all of a sudden, you've got a small little pimple. You've got some small little rash here. You don't know where it came from. You ignore it, or sometimes you apply something and you finish it off. But many times it is ignored. It's just a small thing. Nothing very great about it. But this kind of bacteria, this kind of virus, this kind of microorganism can sometimes give you this kind of a rash. And you do not know where it came from. I was perfectly all right yesterday. What has happened to me? I'm sure it's a very gory picture and I'm sure nobody would like to have a look at it. So I'll go to the next one. And one does not know where this rash comes from. One does not know how it happens. Many a times, ladies especially, are not prepared to discuss these things with every second person. But I think you need to go to your medical department, your HR department, your health and safety department and tell them that this is what is happening. And I'm sure I did not have it yesterday, and I have not gone out anywhere. I was from my home to the office, from the office to the home. And my house is very nice and clean, so I have got it in the workplace. And how? These are the type of bacteria. Some additional bacteria are shown over here, which generally happens because of sanitary pads which are disposed, and in the urinals, the urine that is spilt out and the urine that is sticking still on to the urinal bowls, this is where this kind of bacteria is being formed or is born, including hepatitis A and B, and definitely there is no HIV that gets transmitted from your washrooms, no way. but there are chances depending on the toilet seat, how soon it is used after the last person has used, and is the last person infected. And what is a infectious dose? There is bacteria. I say there is bacteria everywhere, and there is bacteria being formed, and there is bacteria which is growing. But it is important to understand what is the infectious dose, because what we would be doing is bringing the bacteria down below the infectious dose. That is the aim. So, infectious dose of bacteria is between or below 10,000 up to 1,000 per gram. If the bacteria present is between 1,000 to 10,000 per gram, then it is not infectious. It cannot cause infection to you. But when it grows up, it can cause infection. And what do we do to do this, to stop it? These are the different levels of bacteria that can be there and how it grows. So in approximately 6 hours, this bacteria can grow to this figure, which is huge. And what we look at is bringing it down by 5 logs. Every bar that you see cutting a 0 is bringing it down by 1 log. And we bring it down by 5 logs. What is this 5 log? You must have seen lots of ads of Lifebuoy, of Dettol, or of various things. And they show you on the TV, your body is having so many wriggly worms all over the body. And then they show Lifebuoy can kill 99.99%, and so he has a bath with Lifebuoy, and then there are only 2 wriggling around. Why 2? Why 2? You have to bring it down below the infectious level. And below the infectious level is invisible. You cannot see that. It's absolutely gone. And it cannot give you any infection. Even those 2 can give you infection. So what you need is actually a 5 log drop. 99.999%. That is 5 logs. And when it is 5 logs, scientifically proved, 5 log down, it will be below 1,000 bacteria per gram. And this is what is a non-infectious dose. And this is what we would be doing with our product. And I'll show you how. If untreated, I told you that the bacteria can grow like this in 6 hours, in just 6 hours. So a pad which is dropped in the dustbin can create bacteria to this level in 6 hours. So it needs to be taken care of. And the other thing, how do you realize that there is bacteria? You can't see it, so there is no bacteria. Bacteria, wherever there is bad smell, there is bacteria. You take a nice clean bath in the morning, you put lovely perfumes all over your body, you think you have taken care of. But during the day, there is perspiration under your arms, on the joints, and on various other parts of the body. This perspiration invites bacteria, and this bacteria multiplies, and you start getting a bad odor. You have brushed your teeth very well in the morning. Still by the evening, when you're talking to somebody, that person shifts the head. Why has he shifted his head? Because he's getting bad odor from your mouth. But I have done everything. I had Colgate dental cream early in the morning, and twice I brushed. But you can't help it. When you eat something, some small particles of food are there, and they attract bacteria, and that is the bacteria that's smelling. So now how do you know that there is bacteria wherever the sanitary pad has been disposed last? Because try it. Sanitary pad disposed in a dustbin, within 1 hour will start smelling. That means bacteria has multiplied, and there is bacteria content there which has gone up to the infectious level, and that is what is smelling. So the smell will be something like rotten fish, something like rotten eggs, or urine odors. And that is where you understand that there is bacteria. Early in the morning, your toilets are nice and clean. 10 people go to the toilet in the urinals and nothing happens. You don't get bad smell. But after some time, you start getting bad smell. You call the housekeeper and say, what the hell, you have not cleaned the toilet. He has cleaned, poor fellow, he has not done anything wrong. But there is spillage of of urine. There is urine remaining on the toilet bowl to a certain extent. The flush is not flushing all over the place. The leftover urine is accumulating bacteria, is giving birth to bacteria, and that is what is the bad smell. So don't keep on banging on poor housekeepers all the time. You know. It is you the employers, you the managers, it is your duty to provide hygienic atmosphere to your employees to make sure that they feel comfortable, that they have a nice hygienic place to work, they have the confidence, they have the feeling of security. My employees take care of me. They have provided something in the washrooms, ladies' washrooms, to collect the sanitary pads. They have provided something in the gents' washroom to ensure that the urinals do not have any accumulation of bacteria, and that's why I feel comfortable here. And I know that I'm not going to fall sick, and I can give a little more. Morning, two of the speakers talked about the same topic. Dr. Raut and Mr. Samant. Samant he was, isn't it? Samant. Both of them talked about the same thing. About comfort of your employees in the workplace, about attendance, about their well-being. Aren't you going to look at this well-being and in the right manner? So here I call you to the world of Canon hygiene, and I tell you what is Canon hygiene. Without telling you the problems that happen, start talking about my company would not be right. So I thought I will first tell you what the problems are and why are we here. Canon hygiene is the best washroom service provider in the world. We are present in 40 countries of the world, each and every continent. We are there in each and every continent of the world, and we are in the business for 50 years. It's not a company that's born yesterday. We are in the business for 50 years. And we provide each and every type of service that is required in any washroom. Whether it is from hygiene point of view, whether odors, to control odors, whether to control water supplies, consumption of water, or anything you talk about, paper, anything you talk about. But the main focus of this company is on infection control. We are not garbage collectors. We don't want to just collect the pads from the washrooms, or we are not there only to clean your urinals. The focus is on hygiene control, prevention of diseases. This is the focus. The rest are ancillary products. Since you're going to use all to, so that the washroom looks much better and you can see all the products there. Whether it is a toilet roll dispenser, paper dispenser, air fragrance soaps, or whatever you name it, in the washroom, and it's there. We are the only company in the world, only one company in the world, which provide you hygiene care services. If someone can come here, Nirja, please, if you can come ahead and show them the hygiene care unit. The only company which provides a feminine hygiene care unit, which is used to collect the sanitary pads. We're the only company which take back this unit to our service station, wash it, sanitize it, and supply it back to you. We do not use plastic bags because we are propagating environmental friendly atmosphere. If I am going to use plastic bags, I am adding plastic to the world, and I am going to create environmental problems. We do not use plastic. We take the unit back, wash it, sanitize it, and give it back to you. We have got 3 different types right now. One is called a concept unit, and the other 2 are called Cannon Curves. Cannon Curves, one is a manual and one is an auto. This is our presence in the world, where all we are present in different forms. Somewhere we are totally Canon, some places we are as a franchisee, as a wholly owned, or whatever. Australia, India, Canada, you name it, main places, we are all there. South Africa, we are everywhere. In India, currently we are in these places: Chandigarh, Delhi NCR, Ahmedabad, Baroda, Surat. Bombay, of course, is our corporate office. Pune, we have got a very large service station in Pune, very near to Hinjewadi. Tathawade is the place. And right up to Trivandrum, we are present. Kolkata, we are present. However, for those places where we are not present, and if you have a pan-India presence and you need our services, it is 100% possible, because we are partnering with PCI. And PCI, the pest control company, as you know of, is there from Kashmir to Kanyakumari to every corner of the world. We have of the country. We have got 175 branches across the country. So if we are not there in Timbuktu and you wanted me to reach Timbuktu, I can reach, because PCI is there. Not literally Timbuktu, because it's too far, but maybe Kashmir to Kamman, Indian Timbuktu as I would call it. And we can start services yesterday. You call us and we'll be there. So just try us out. These are the various products that I have been talking about. I don't know whether you can hear me on the... You can hear me? These are the various products that I've been talking about. This is a nappy minder for nappies, adult nappies, children nappy, whatever. That's our feminine hygiene unit, as you can see there. This is a baby minder, where you can, when you want to change a nappy of the baby, you can use that. That's a toilet seat sanitizer. Ladies may require a toilet seat sanitizer to use that, sanitize the seat before they are going to use it. Never know who has used it before. So that's a toilet seat sanitizer, toilet roll, air fragrance unit. That's a unit which creates ozone to give fresh air, nice healthy air in the atmosphere. This is a water management system to manage your water. I'll talk about it a little later. That's the urinal sanitizer that I've been talking about, auto janitor. Some of the pieces are here and you can have a look. Soap dispenser, and that literally completes the full range of washroom products that anyone will ever require in any workplace in the country or anywhere in the world, really speaking. So we are covering each and every product. And if you find that we are not covering, you can just tell me and I'll get it tomorrow. And it will be there. Alright? Just to ask you a simple question. How do ladies dispose their sanitary napkins today? Either they put it in the dustbin or they put it in the commode and flush it. And what can happen because of that? If put in the dustbin, I have told you the bacteria formation and what can happen and how the various diseases can be formed, which you are not aware of, that it's happening because of that. The second thing is they can put it in the commode and flush it, whereby they can create choke-ups, and these choke-ups can again create problems, and hundreds and thousands and millions of rupees to break open your nicely built toilets, all the granites and all that, and repair them. But For them to stop doing this, you need to give them some means of where they can dispose. And the means that we are talking about, the solution is the feminine hygiene solution, the concept unit. This is a concept unit as it looks here. They have already shown you. You press a pedal and a tray comes out. This tray is made in an L shape. So when it opens like this. So one lady cannot see the other lady's mess inside. It's called a modesty tray. Whatever it is, no one likes to see someone else's mess. So a modesty tray collects the pad, you leave the pedal and it drops inside. That's how it goes in. You want some? Not at all, perfectly all right. Once inside, what happens next? We have got a germicide. Can you pass around the germicide? We have got a germicide inside, which is 100% eco-friendly. It is made of natural oils, and the main oil in that is cinnamon. My colleague will pass you a sachet, hai na? Active VAP sachet? This is called an active VAP. Please pass it around. Have a look at this active VAP, and if you can see that it gives you a particular kind of smell. Pani. Philip, pani. This smell you might find a little odd, but the second thing that's coming around to you is a bottle of cinnamon. Just see the smell and see whether you can find any similarity. It's the same smell. However, when you get one cinnamon in your vegetable biryani or whatever biryani you are eating and you smell, it gives you a very nice fragrance. But when you get a bottle full of cinnamon, you get a stronger smell. That exactly is what is there. The oil of that cinnamon in a strong form, in a strong form in that sachet. That's why you get a strong smell of cinnamon. So it is completely food grade. This active VAP releases vapors in that unit. This active VAP is put in the unit when it leaves our service station. Whatever country, whatever cities we told you, we have got our service stations there. So the unit, when it's coming to your place, comes with a fresh swab of active VAP. The life of the active VAP is 8 weeks. But we do not keep it there for 8 weeks. We only keep it there maximum for 1 month. For 1 month you are disposing the pads there, the ladies. After 1 month, now of course there is a configuration, it could be 1 month, it could be 15 days depending on how many ladies and how many washrooms, that we can come back later. But up to 1 month we keep it. The unit is full of vapors and it keeps on releasing the vapors. For 8 weeks it can release it. This is very, very potent. This can kill any bacteria, any virus, any mold to 99.999%. We are not just bragging, we are not just talking, we have got certificates from independent organizations in Canada, in Britain, and from Pune. The BJ Hospital, Pune, has also tested this particular chemical, the germicide, and has certified, because we cannot get HIV, live HIV and live hepatitis to test it out. But it was tested in the laboratory here, and they have certified it that it can kill to 99.999%, and that it can be active for 8 weeks. The germicide is called active VAP because it is active for 8 weeks, and VAP because it is in a form of vapors. So just like when you get a cold, you'll apply Vicks VapoRub here, so that the fumes go up, the vapors go up and clean up your nose. The same way the active VAP releases the vapors and kills. So even if the pads are full, even if the unit is full, the vapors are there and it will kill. There is mockery happening around. We started this in 2001. Around 2006 or 2007, maybe a late 2007, there are some other companies which thought, oh, these guys can do something like that, why can't I? So they are giving out a plastic unit with a plastic bag inside, and we talk about the germicide, so they put Dettol. Dettol and alcohol can also kill HIV, hepatitis B and C. That's why, as in the morning Dr. Raut said, that before we give an injection, we put some spirit or something like that. That is because to clean up the area of any kind of a bacterial virus. But these are surface contact germicides. They will kill when they come in contact. Imagine a unit like this. And similar units are there in the market. A unit like this with a little bit of alcohol, whiskey, brandy, vodka, whatever, Dettol, or whatever is there in the bottom, whatever they call a germicide. And they put a pad, all killed. Put a second pad, all killed. Third, fourth, fifth, 10, 20. When it goes above a level, when the alcohol or whatever they have put inside cannot come in contact, can it kill? No. So the bacteria is formed. A. Then they take out the plastic bag and take it. First and foremost, no plastic bags. You are creating an environmental hazard by using plastic bags. Should you use it? No. Then they take the plastic bag and take away. They leave the unit here. Why? What about the bacteria on the unit? Don't you have to clean it? Okay, some people then say, okay, no, we wipe it with spirit. Alright, so the bacteria which was formed has been instructed not to go away from the unit. Please stay within the unit. What about the surrounding area all over? The bacteria has not gone around? It's all over your washroom. Are you sanitizing the whole washroom? No. So it's of no use. We don't even take a chance. Though we know that there will be no bacteria created, we take the unit back to our service station, wash it with high pressure water. Karshers, high pressures are there with me. They put wash it with high pressure water. Mind you. Say thank you, man. Mind you. Yeah. Alright. And with hot and cold water. After that we scrub it up. We have got special scrubbers to scrub it up. And then we give it what is called as a sanitized bath. What is a sanitized bath? A large plastic drum with water and the same kind of chemicals which are used in any hospital to clean a laboratory. For example, Virex from Diversey, some Diversey guys are around here. Virex from Diversey, Microquart from Ecolabs, Utilex from Halide. Halide is also here. See, I am giving all of you business. You know, or this kind of, why so many different viruses? Why there are different chemicals? Because bacteria is very smart. Bacteria becomes immune to any kind of a chemical within 6 months. So I have to keep on changing. So I've got all these things in stock and I keep on changing after every 2 months. So this bath is given. So now the unit is 100% sanitized and ready to come to you. Then we put the active VAP in it the day it has to come to you. And we bring it to your place. So by the time it reaches you, the unit is full of vapors of active. And when it reaches you, it is ready to get on to any of the bacteria or virus that is being dropped inside and kill it. So the end of the day, that sanitary pad is nothing but a cotton ball, a harmless cotton ball. And what do we do with that? We make arrangements with the Bombay Municipal Corporation or Pune Municipal Corporation or wherever we are, the local body that is authorized to collect the rubbish, and we pack it up in a plastic bag and hand it over to them. Mind you, there is nothing in that, no bacteria, no virus, nothing. My active app has killed it. But still, we pack it up and hand it over to them. Sanitary waste, sanitary pads is certified by the Central Pollution Control Board of India that they are not biomedical waste. I've got a certificate, I can show it to you. They are not biomedical waste. It is a home generated at every house in this country, every house where there is a lady in the house, and it is a general waste. and it can be disposed. Over and above that, we are killing all the bacteria and all, so we are to giving you absolutely dead cotton balls, nothing more than that. So that is how the collection happens, and that is how the units are used. This is where a unit is placed next to your commode. I showed you in the previous slide also. Okay, and this is what I have talked about, the active VAP and how the active VAP works. It creates the vapors which can pass through the sanitary pads right up to the last pad and kill. Kill, kill, kill is the only activity that it is supposed to do. It can do it for 8 weeks, but I stop it at 4, because one thing, that this have been, when they were tested, in Europe and America, the climatic conditions are different. In India also, when it was tested in Pune, it was tested in an air-conditioned laboratory. All the washrooms in all the workplaces may not have that kind of a condition, because we Indians always like to save energy. Suzlon teaches us that, to save energy. And we always see that the AC in the toilet is less. So it can be a little warmer, and more bacteria can be created. Therefore, we never keep it for more than a month. If a unit where we are placing it is very near, if an office complex is very near to our place, maybe the whole unit is not full and the bacteria can start growing, but the moment it is full, it will start killing and it will bring it down to below infectious level. Once it has brought it down, it cannot grow, because active VAP will not allow it to grow any further. These are the certifications that we have from various bodies, and one of the things that I talked about is the Central Pollution Control Board. I don't know whether you would be able to, no, sorry, I don't have it here. Maybe the link is not this thing, but anyone who asks me for a copy of the certificate, I can send you a copy of the certificate of the Central Pollution Control Board, or any of these companies who have certified that they can, that my active VAP can kill, is active for 8 weeks and can kill HIV and hepatitis B and C and so on, any kind of microbes, you know, to 99.999%, certificates are available to you. It's also certified by FDA that it is not at all harmful. I don't say that you should eat it, but even if by mistake you eat an active VAP, nothing will happen to you. So suppose you are handling it and then you put your finger in your mouth, nothing is going to happen to you, approved by FDA. But it's not an eatable, so please don't attempt eating it. It is also taken out of your workplace in a discreet manner. Dilip, can you come forward? We have a bag which conceals, show the bag. It conceals the unit. These are bags which is a single unit bag, a double unit bag, so maximum one man can carry 4 units at one time. Content. And so when even if it is passing through your reception, nobody can see it as to what he is carrying, because it's concealed inside the bag. There is no bad odor because we have killed all the bacteria, so there is no bad odor. Maximum odor that you can get is cinnamon, that's all. And by that time the cinnamon flavor also goes down, because it has already become old. First few days the smell is very strong. I do have complaints from some of the ladies, some odd smell, but that is in the first few days, because the cinnamon flavor is strong, and as the time goes by it will slowly reduce. So whoever says very strong, I take the bottle of cinnamon and say, is this the strong smell? हाँ यही बात है, तो देखो अंदर क्या है, दालचीनी है जो आप रोज खाते हैं घर पे. So it's not bad. Alright? And as I told you that we have got this new 2 different kinds of units which are called Cannon Curve. The interesting part of the Cannon Curve is that it has got a sleeve which can be put as per your requirement. It can be put on the unit. It can also carry your branding if you so require. So we can get it printed as per your branding, whatever you want to call it, your company name or your whatever you want it, it can be done. That's the sleeve which is put around it, and it can be printed the way you want it. This is the standard print. Okay, of course there would be a little bit of a cost difference between a standard print and a customized print, but it is possible. Everything is possible. There's nothing that's impossible. So that's called the Cannon curve. Cannon curve is ideally placed on the wall, and as we have already told you that there is one which is a manual and the second one which is an auto, which works automatically. So we have got these two different types. We are very, very soon coming out with a unit, same identical unit, which can stand independently on the floor, because there are quite a few organizations, and I fully understand their concern, that they would not like us to make holes in their walls where we can fit these units. So they can be fitted, okay, they can be made to stand independently as well. Manuals definitely immediate, auto may take some time, but it's possible. Alright, that is how it goes for the Cannon hygiene. But as I told you, we have got everything that we can talk about as far as the hygiene is concerned. So there is this soap dispenser. We have an eco-friendly, 100% eco-friendly fragrance unit, because a lot of companies, and the Suzlon manager who was here this morning also mentioned it to me, that your air fragrance is not eco-friendly. Yes, there is an aerosol, so it will have some amount of VOC in every aerosol, it is there. But we do have another unit which is called a T-cell. This is a T-cell, and this is the, when it is placed, this is the outer shell of the T-cell. There is no battery, there is no aerosols in that, nothing. It works on a process where the oil is lifted on a wick and it works on air movement. So there's totally no air movement, it will not work. Also it lasts for 2 months. So it is much better, you know, than a fragrance unit which will be automatic, which will have batteries and things like that, and which will work for only 1 month. But if the air movement is high, it could finish off in 45 days. If the air movement is little less, it could last for even 65 or 70 days. We definitely guarantee you 45, but we feel that it can go on for 2 months. And we have a couple, about 2 to 3 different fragrances, which can be, you can keep on interchanging them. This is the auto janitor. I'll be talking elaborately on auto janitor in a short while. This is the air fragrance unit, the toilet seat sanitizer, and this is an auto sanitizer. Now, most of the items you all know regarding the fragrance, but I would like to talk about the auto janitor and the auto sanitizer. What are these units? Foam dispenser, of course, we have got the antibacterial foam dispenser. The part which is used where you press the for the soap or the foam to come out, when in case of it's not auto, it's made out of, it is silver ion technology is used on this, thereby it is 100% bacteria free. It can never have any multiplication of bacteria on it lifelong. It also has instructions on the unit in Braille. So even a blind man can just put his finger around and understand what exactly is this unit for. And it gives antibacterial foam. So any kind of bacteria that you have that already on your hand, by means of being in the washroom, is totally clean. So when you are going around, you are not placing any additional bacteria on the doorknobs or anywhere, and you can go out safely. Now if everyone is using this, naturally there is no bacteria on the doorknobs, so you can safely handle the doorknobs without attracting any bacteria on your hands. So that is what is the soap Premier foam or soap dispenser. It comes out in a form of foam, of course. I have already talked to you about the completely eco-free fresh fragrance unit. There is a normal fragrance unit which again can be timed. You know, it can all timing control. So if you're working for 24 hours, it will keep on spraying for 24 hours. If you're working for 12 hours, 12 hours. If you're working for 8 hours, 8 hours. It has got 3000 shots per can. So depending on what is the timing, that will be the difference in the shots that it will give you. Urinal sanitizer. You go in the toilet, in the Jain's toilet, and you say, बास आ रहा है, गंदा बास आ रहा है. सब तो क्लीन दिखता है, कहीं कुछ गंदगी नहीं है, लेकिन बास आ रहा है. तो ये बास कहाँ से आ रही है, बदबू कहाँ से आ रही है? Mainly it comes from the urinals. What happens? Why from the urinals? A, all the urine all the time is not pushed out of the urinals. A. B, even when it gets pushed out, it stays, it is not out completely, it goes slowly. In that process of slow movement, it starts crystallizing. Urine has uric acid as the main component. This starts crystallizing. And where does it crystallize? At the mouth of the exit pipes. Slowly, 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 it accumulates and it starts closing the hole where the urine is supposed to go out from. First and foremost, this uric acid itself stinks because bacteria is there on it and it's going to give you bad odors. Every time the urine is passing, it is remaining on the salts over there and is adding to the stink, the bad odors, because there is bacteria. So bacteria means again infection, spread of diseases, bad odors, uncomfortable place for you to stay. And as was talked about in the morning, both by Dr. Raut as well as by Mr. Samant, that your organization will always have that brand. अरे बाकी सब अच्छा दिखता है, सफा दिखता है, लेकिन टॉयलेट में बहुत गंदी बास आती है. इनके टॉयलेट में नहीं जाने का. We will go outside in the municipal toilet, but not in this toilet. Very bad smell. What are you doing about it? It's very easy. It's not rocket science. It's very simple what you can do about it. You know, the simplest thing that you can do is have, this is the kind of material that can come out when clean. I'm sorry to show this, but then it's a fact. Auto sanitizer and auto janitor are two solutions for you. What happens with auto sanitizer? The auto sanitizer is fitted with a small little tube to your flush tube. As per the timing that is set, again it can be set for 24 hours, 12 hours and 8 hours. As per the timing that it is set, it will inject a solution into the flush pipe. Whether the flush is pulled or not, it will inject a chemical. What does this chemical do? This chemical is a anti-scalar. A is a disinfectant. B. Two functions as far as the auto sanitizer is concerned, and in auto janitor it has a third function of giving out fragrance, beautiful citrus fragrance. Auto janitor can be adjusted to give you service out of one refill for 60 days, 2 months. Auto sanitizer can work only for 1 month. And what happens when this chemical comes out? Firstly, it creates a small little film on the urinal. So this film does not allow new scales to be formed. It is not a descaler. It cannot remove existing scales, but it will not allow any new scales. So if you want to install it and there are scales, first you have to get the scales removed, which we can do of course at a separate cost, but we will first get your scales off and then we will be using the anti-scaler. So that's one. After that, whenever someone comes and uses the toilet, they make sure that no scales are formed, but it disinfects the complete urine and everything that comes in over here, and when you flush, it pushes it off as fast as possible. Disinfected, so no bacteria can be formed, And if you're using an auto janitor, along with it, it gives a new beautiful fragrance. So if you're using an auto janitor, you need not use the fragrance unit in the washroom. So you're saving on that. So this is what is an auto janitor. A very, very solid solution to ensure that your toilets remain clean, your toilets are smelling nice and beautiful, your toilets do not generate any infectious bacteria. Therefore, you are providing a very, very hygienic atmosphere to your employees, to the ladies as well as to the gents, so they can work in the organization in peace without any fear of any kind of illness, sickness happening. Lower your sick leaves, and thereby give very nice comfort to your employees. There's a sanitizer and the other one was a janitor, as I talked to you about. They are over here for display. You can come and have a look at it. We also have a new object. Sometimes auto janitors and all, they need plumbing and it's a challenge. You may not be able to put it. Well, what I'm showing you is actually only a masking agent. It is not going to allow you to, really speaking, control infection over here. But you can use it even when you are using the auto janitor and auto sanitizers, because this unit you can use to also ensure that the chewing gums, the pan and whatever other stuff that the people spit in the urinal is blocked, because it has got a jali over there, and it gives out fragrance for normally for 1 month, but it depends on the footfall over there, because it could happen that in a theater or in a mall it may not last for a month because amount of flushes are high, and as many flushes that will go, which are where you can put your hands in like inside and it can completely dry your hands. It also ensures that there is no water collection, no water accumulation, because it has got a special system which when the water falls in, it creates heat inside and it evaporates the water off, so there is no water collection. Ours is the only one in the world which has this particular technology. You might have seen quite a few in so many places, but it still has a water collection down there. Only Canon hand dryers are fitted with a technology where there cannot be any kind of a water collection. We are also coming out very, very soon with doormats. Everybody has doormats and everybody has a problem. Ganda hota hai, kitni baar dhoenge, and so many things. Naturally, doormat is at the door. Every person who's coming is going to wipe his feet over there. What do you expect? How does it remain clean? It is going to become dirty. And then you have a problem of how to get it clean. You keep on screaming again at the housekeeping people. Kitna ganda hai, abhi tak kuch kiya nahi. But we have a system where we give you a doormat, and depending on your footfall, either in 15 days or in a month, we change it for you. We take away this doormat, we give you a fresh one, take away this doormat, launder it, clean it, sanitize it and bring it back. These doormats can be in attractive designs or it can be branded to your requirement. And you will get always a branded doormat. So you do not have to worry about it. Don't have to go and order for any doormats. They are all absolutely good Milliken material. Milliken mats material is used on this. And you will always have, and the moment the doormat becomes old and all, we throw it away and get you a fresh one. So you will always have a nice, fresh, new doormat at your doorstep, and even branded if you require. These are different types of mats. This is a long mat, all the way from the door right up to the your reception, and various kinds of doormats are available with us. That's my presentation. Thank you very much, and wish you all a very nice and hygienic atmosphere in your workplace. Any questions? I'm open for that. Thank you.
Tears Holding Corporation. We have our office in Rani. We have 3 offices. It was around 4 months. We were already using these products, okay, but it was of some different companies. But not the same products. It was something different, like it was a regular product which gives fragrance and it will keep your office atmosphere, blooming and glowing and XYZ, whatever promises given. So we were using those products. So when Chetan came to me and when he showed his product, I said, I want this product to be displayed in my office for 1 month. He said, sir, it's all yours, sir. Let me know. If you're not happy, tell me. If you're happy, tell the others. I said, okay. So he placed that product on my table. It was on my table, especially the air fragrance dispenser, what is there. Believe it or not, that one small grenade, what is there, it has got a fantastic explosion. It covered an area of almost 25 or 30 square feet, wherein he promised me 10 square feet or maybe 15. But it covered the area of almost 30 to 40 square feet of area. And the people who were sitting around me, they said, Vijay, is there something new that is happening in office? I said, what? Yes, it is smelling good. So I said, is it good, is it bad? They said, it is good. So I asked them immediately. I did a small survey. Would you like to have this fragrance in the office? Believe it or not, 100% said yes, we would like to have it. And today I think, how many, Chetan? I have 30? I have such 30 fragrance grenades in my office. Immediately after that, Chetan again contacted me. He said, sir, I have got one more product. It is the auto janitor. Again, I said, what does it do? Then he told me all those technical details and then he provided me with all the certificates. I said, I would like to have a demo. Again, he said, okay, sir, we can do that. We have this issue. I don't know how many of you all are from the Eon premises. We have this issue over there. We are a 7-story building and the exhaust is not that clear. My housekeeping charges are very high for the washroom maintenance. I have this typical problem there in the washroom maintenance where, I have to pay double the charges to my housekeeping agency. But since the day I have installed this product, I'm very happy. I've reduced that manpower and this is helping me out to keep my washroom fresh and clean all the time. And all my directors, all my people who are using the washroom, they are absolutely happy. Again, after I think few days, Chetan contacted me. He told me, sir, we have got this dispensers for the sanitary feminine hygiene. I said, what does it do? And then he gave me the complete presentation where, how this is recycled, how this steam takes it to the corporation, the local bodies, and how it has been destroyed. I was very happy. I just showed it to my management, and without losing a single second, they said, we are going to have this thing. And how many do we have again? 35. Again, 35 in each of the washrooms. So I am a very happy customer for Canon Hygiene. Thank you so much, sir. And I'm looking out for some more fragrances wherein, my office would definitely have this thing. Thank you so much for this thing, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you spoke good about the company. Well, ladies and gentlemen, definitely there is a cost. Definitely there is a cost. Nothing comes without a cost. But you have to evaluate between your absenteeism, your unhappy internal customer, who's your employee, and the money. Any more questions?
Anybody would like to share their experience with washroom?
Well, the products are on display. I'm so glad that there are no questions. That means that I've explained it pretty well and I must pat my own back. And any more questions on the product, on the particular product, you're free to come during the lunchtime, talk to us.
They can use this time now.
Yes.
At 1:30 we'll break for lunch. If you have
Alright, so we have got 10 minutes and please you can come and understand whatever questions you are free to ask, and me and my team are available there for you and will answer your questions. Thank you very, very much for a super audience. Very nice and peacefully everyone sat and listened to me. Thank you so much for that.